show to us this compassion and will be able to impart to us this compassionate heart. May dua ka lalaki. I think there are other students. Ang isa si Bill, ang isa si Mark. Si Mark, dinala sa aking libro. Nakamang kalibro, hindi niya makaya. Natabuan na nabanggaan siya ni Bill. So, nakakulog. Maayo lang si Bill, maayo ba nasa? Binyasa na kasara, ibanggaan niya, ibuligan niya. Pagbulit niya, nakita niya, super naman yung libro mo madala. Buligan na nga. So, ibuligan. Nagkantos na sila bagay. Pag-abot dito, nag-istorya, saan nang kilalanin sila? And then, nangiging friends sila sa school. But there was a time, weeks before the graduation, Bill approached Mark and asked him if he remembered that day. Atong binanggaan mo, nagtunduan mo. Atong adlaw, ibanggaan mo, itulungan mo, nagtunduan mo. Siling Bill, makabring sa taas babata. Wala sa kasabot kayo siling sa Mark. That was the day. Ginhipos ko na tanan kung agawin kay suicide na to. But when I met you and you gave me this help, I changed my mind. What a compassion touch could do to a person. The healing touch of Jesus. It's not just preaching evangelism. We should show compassion to the people. This is the thing that opens the heart. Kapag ko sa sagad ka lang, preaching na ang nagipusot sa tao si radyo. Gabigong. This is why Jesus is going to other places, meeting people who are sick, because this is the personal touch that will open the hearts of men and women ready to receive the gospel. And then, secondly, another reason why, another captivating reason, another motivation. Why? Why are you, Jesus, preaching and teaching and going out to help people? Because of man's situation, because of man's inner condition. This is found in verse 36. Reading again in verse 36. It says, verse 36, but when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them. Compassion is the deep feeling, because he fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep heading to shepherd. Ang tikin mo lang, Jesus looks at them as sheep without a shepherd. Where will they be going? Sa internet, may nakita ko na sheep na nagtago daw for 6 years, nagsulod sa kuiba. Nagtago sa kong gabi ko na ako, nagkakong siya. For 6 years, ang nagtago sa iya na nagbulto siya. Ang iyang wall, nag-envelop sa iyang katawan, na nag-develop some weight over and above the weight that kabudlay na sa iyang uwi. That is without a shepherd. That is the picture of man in the condition. Kung wala sang shepherd, maayo yung ido ay kung pangilasa. Manilak-ilak. Rukun ng ilo. He need a shepherd. But you know what? Here in our Bible, in Matthew chapter 24, verse 23, Jesus mentions the condition because sometimes even the shepherd, the time to see the religious leader, Jesus says to them, you devour widows' houses. You buy on my people. You are giving demands that's too heavy to my people. The condition of people. That's the reason why Jesus is doing this ministry. And then, the testimony of Brother Eli. Man's fatal end, this consummation. So we have this reason, the compassion in the heart of God, the condition of man, and the consummation, the end result of man. If it continues on, man will die. Or if we have just a glimpse of hell, people are suffering in there, shouting in agony. If we could just have a foresight of what's happening in there, then we will move and be captivated and act like Jesus. and stop to be an observer and act as an active participant, go out in mission, by then we have the heart of God. Ulaton na ba? Or could we see these things? And thirdly, the third heading, the divine technique presented. So in number 1, we see the work of mission outline. That's the work of mission. Teaching, preaching, personal lives. And then the reason why we are doing this, because we have the heart of Jesus, compassionate heart. And then the reason that man's condition is going to hell, and the end is so fatal for men. But thirdly, what is here in verse 37 and 38? Jesus is saying in verse 37 and 38, how will you do the work? The method. So in number 1 heading, the ministry. Number 2 heading, the motivation. Number 3 heading, the method. What will be the method? How will you do the work? But this is what we call, this is not a human method, this is a divine technique presented, a divine method. Reading in verse 37 and 38. Our scripture says in verse 37, then said he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. What is the divine technique? Number 1. How we do the work of the Lord? That's so big. Firstly, there should be an insight. Don't immediately rush in doing the work. First, you have to have an insight, observe, consider the work that should be done. That's why when Jesus said in verse 37, the harvest truly is plenteous. Actually, Jesus is viewing the whole work. That is the reason why he said, the work is truly plenteous. Kahit di sa gamay ko, ang karpentiro kami ko magkubra, nainit ko lang magpundulas na. Nagalit sa magmartilyo. So may tayo na magpundulas na. Tamad siya. Sige na. That is important. Paminsan sila viewing how big is the work. And Nehemiah did this. When the work was presented to him, the walls of Jerusalem is not rebuilt yet. Si Nehemiah nagabisita dito pa, considers the wall. And Jesus' technique, this is the divine technique, He is telling us in the work that God has given us, don't rush. There should be a time to consider. There should be insight. Gain insight first. Dalawa ka na eh. Ako yung balasang tinambang sa gospel ni Jesus. Before building a tower, first you have to sit down. Consider. That is why Jesus was able to say, the work is plenteous because Jesus has a time to first gain insight. How big is the work that he will be doing? In other words, we are first to get a clear perspective of the work. Sa nagkanto kami sa Davao, hindi natin dito sa ito. You have to have a survey. Consider everything. That is the divine technique. Hindi ka maglusong ka agad, mas mapasok ka. Padunlan tao, mainitan ka, ilo ako. You have to have a clear perspective. And so, Jesus also presented his idea that the divine method is, upuhin mo na. Consider. Gusto kaya si Pastor. Bisitahin ito. Mag-survey ka. That is what Nehemiah did. The examples in the Bible. And also, we will note that the second element in accomplishing the work is to pray. As verse 38. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers. So, how will this work be done? First, get a clear perspective, get an insight. Secondly, intercession. If you have one perspective, next to that is prayer. Mato sabi ni Brother Lee, ang muli kami. Prayer. Prayer is necessary. How will you pray? Jesus is telling us that divine meaning. Do not pray. You know, luwas naman si tatay ko, hindi pa Christian. Luwas naman ang friend ko. No, that's not the way to pray. Pray like this. Lord, send a laborer to this person I love. A definite prayer. The divine technique is to have a clear insight and then intercession. You ought to have a definite prayer of praying for the laborers. Do you know what? What will happen if you pray like this? Ginoo, padala ang Bacolod City sa manupakabungan. Pray ka. Sige pray. Sige pray. Wala sa kanyang sagot. Dugay ikaw na ikaw. You will do that. Now, when you are involved in prayer, pag wala sa kanyang response, the Lord is preparing you. So, masalit ka talaga Isaiah. Here am I. Not send my brother, send me. Kilawin ba namin ito, Bible students? Kilawin ba namin yung Christians? Pangamuyuin. The Lord is working when you pray and will make yourself involved. That is the third reason. Prayer is power, so you may be praying, really pray for laborers. And then thirdly, there is a personal involvement. When you pray, you are actually getting involved in the work, right? Kahit kung hindi ka mag-pray, wala kang involvement. But when you pray, there is now personal involvement so that later on when you are looking for a response, the Lord is saying to you, ikaw ipadala ko. There is that personal involvement. So God is saying to us, you are to join the bandwagon, you are to join the Blue Tribes mission, you are to join the death ministry. You'll be doing ito laguna. As you pray, you will have this involvement in the work. Painaan na mga olds, mga Christians, hindi na makalakaw. But now we have the ministry to the cell phone, texting and prayer ministry. If they will not go out, if you are busy, just pray. Pray that there will be people who will respond. And if we cannot give ourselves, we give our money. If we cannot give our money, we involve ourselves through prayer. And then the Lord will do something, a miracle, that will enable us to really get involved in the work. Makipot ka lang na hindi na pero 20% ng involvement mo. So kung nag-ingat, hasta na nagiging 90, 100% ng involvement when you join in this ministry. So in these verses that we have considered, this is the manual for mission. Jesus is presented the work, the ministry that we should be doing, and presented to us the very reason why we are to do this. And then the divine technique. Indeed, some represent kagabi ni Pastor Lee ang work. Too big a work to do. But then Jesus is telling us, this is how to do it. Consider, get an insight, intercede in prayer, and involve yourself. Then the work will be done. Amen. May the Lord speak to us this morning, and may we respond. Jesus is saying to us, you have been a Christian for a long time. It's high time that you should be involved and be actively a participant in this work of mission. That's why you join the Bible school. And in the Bible school, there the Lord will lead you into another dimension and say, Lord, here am I. I want to work in the world of Muslims. I want to join the deaf ministry. I want to plant the church. And so, if the Lord is speaking to us this morning, may we respond. The Lord is speaking, as He said, the laborers are few. The harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. But then we can consider and pray and get involved with the work of mission. Shall we pray?
Yes.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for your word. We thank you for the tools that you have presented today. Now that we have known it, enjoy the truth in these words. Heavenly Father, make us feel that we have a responsibility. It's not only the enjoyment of learning these words, but we needed your grace that we should respond. What will be our part? We know that the first thing is to pray and considering this word, may we respond. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for this time that we could hear your word. Continue to speak to us and may we respond. And as we continue to pray, heads bowed, eyes closed, maybe the Lord is speaking to one or two of the Bible students or Christians. Don't let it pass away. Respond to Him and say, Lord, here am I, send me. Yes, I will respond. The work is so plenteous, I need to respond to this. Holy of the Lord. Shall we all stand and let the Holy Spirit speak to us, speak to our hearts. Whatever we feel the Lord is leading us to do, I will respond and say to this Lord, I want to respond. I will take this time to Pastor June to continue on with the challenge and